FBI issues an infuriating response to Obama and Comey's secret meetings, by Aaron Moreno for TruthFeedNews.com. Early last month, we learned of a cryptic email Susan Rice sent to herself the day before Trump's inauguration, detailing a meeting on January 5th between her, James Comey, Sally Yates, Joe Biden, and then President Obama. This is raising questions on what was discussed during this meeting and if any other meetings between Obama and then FBI Director James Comey ever took place. But according to a new report from the Daily Caller, the FBI is outright denying the existence of any meetings, even though Rice's email proves otherwise and refuses to release any information. So who's the FBI working for? They're working for the people now? That's funny. From the Daily Caller, the FBI will not expedite the release of documents about secret meetings between Comey and Obama. Comey held a secret Oval Office meeting with Obama on January 5th, 2017. The DCNF requested records of all meetings between the two. The FBI states it will not expedite the release of documents about secret meetings between FBI Director James Comey and former President Barack Obama, according to a letter the Bureau sent to the Daily Caller News Foundation. Such information is not a matter of widespread and exceptional media interest in which there exist possible questions about the government's integrity which affects public confidence. David Hardy, the Section Chief for the Bureau's Record Information Dissemination Section, told the DCNF in a February 26th letter. The DCNF, under the Freedom of Information Act, FOIA, requested records of all meetings between Comey and Obama and sought an expedited process as provided under the Act when issues are of great interest to the media and the records address issues pertaining to government integrity. The DCNF FOIA request was filed February 16, 2018. The issue prompting the FOIA request was the disclosure Comey held a secret Oval Office meeting with Obama on January 5, 2017. Comey never divulged that meeting, the meeting, to Congress. When he was when he was testifying, he did not disclose that meeting. Susan Rice, Obama's national security advisor, former Deputy Attorney General Sally Yates, and former Vice President Joe Biden, where would we be without that creep, also attended the meeting. The National Archives revealed the existence of the meeting and released a declassified version of an email Rice sent to the Senate Committee on the Judiciary. Rice wrote an email to herself about the recent January 5th meeting with Comey on Inauguration Day, January 20th, 2017, as President Donald Trump was being sworn into office. The email suggested Comey may have misled Congress and was attempting to cover up the extent of his relationship with Obama. You see how they helped Obama? They all stick together. You see what's going on? Unbelievable. Christopher Bedford, the DCNF's editor-in-chief, called the FBI's denial shameful. Yeah, you can call them all you want. What are you going to do about it? You see? People issued subpoenas, they don't show up, they lie to Congress, they're still walking around and being arrogant, so why should they listen to anybody? It's like a free-for-all over here. The FBI just told us that Director James Comey potentially lying to Congress should not be of interest to us, that it doesn't speak to their integrity, and that it shouldn't impact America's confidence in them, Bedford said. They said this was a straight face. They said this with a straight face. We disagree. We think the American people disagree, and we think it's absolutely shameful. Yeah, but they could care less. Republican Senators Chuck Grassley, chairman of the Senate Judiciary Committee, and subcommittee chairman, and Lindsey Graham released the Rice email after they received it from the National Archives. President Obama had a brief follow-on conversation with FBI Director James Comey, Deputy Attorney General Sally Yates in the Oval Office, Rice stated in the email on January 5th. The president urged Comey to proceed by the book, meaning Obama in Rice's email, to proceed by the book on the Russian, quote, investigation, according to Rice. Grassley of Iowa and Graham of South Carolina wrote to Rice in a February 8th letter saying the email seemed odd to them. It strikes us as odd that among your activities in the final moments on the final day of the Obama administration, you would feel the need to send yourself such an unusual email purporting to document a conversation involving President Obama, the two wrote. Despite your claim that President Obama repeatedly told Mr. Comey to proceed by the book, substantial questions have arisen about whether officials at the FBI, as well as at the Justice Department and the State Department, actually did proceed by the book, the two senators continued. You think they did? No, they didn't. They don't care. Comey claimed in June 8th of 2017 testimony before Senate Select Committee on Intelligence he had only two face-to-face meetings with the president in which they were alone. So he lied right then and there. You got him. And he's still walking around. So why should they tell the truth? I spoke alone with President Obama twice in person and never on the phone, once in 2015 to discuss law enforcement policy issues, and the second time briefly for him to say goodbye in late 2016, Comey's opening statement read. The qualifier that he had meetings with Obama alone permitted the former director to suggest he only met with the former president on 2 occasions. The DCNF filed its FOIA request before the Bureau seeking records that identified and described all meetings between former FBI Director James Comey and President Barack Obama. This records request is for all meetings with President Obama alone or with meetings with the president in the company of other administration officials. The DCNF requested records to include all Comey logs, director appointment schedules, emails, and memos outlining the meetings with the former president along with the administration officials. Adding the records should list the date of the meeting, location, topic, and meeting participants. The DCNF stated it sought an expedited request for producing the records. The issue of Director Comey's meeting with President Obama is a key troubling issue for Senate Judiciary Chairman Chuck Grassley. The DCNF wrote in its application for the expedited processing. The DCNF attached to Grassley-Graham letter to Rice in the FOIA request for expediting handling. Hardy said the DCNF failed to meet its standards for expedited processing as provided under 28 CFR 16.5E1IV. You have not provided enough information concerning the statutory requirements permitting expedition, therefore your request is denied, he told the DCNF. So now what? You see? What did I tell you? They don't follow the rules. They're playing dirty. Yeah, and this is a rule. They got a good rule under 28 CFR whatever, so-and-so. We don't have to show you this. We don't have to expedite anything, and your request is denied. How do you like that? So now what are you going to do? You see? I'm at a loss for words. What should I say about this? What are they going to do about this? Let them, get away with that? Just like they serve subpoenas to people and they just don't show up? And that's okay? No, nothing happens to them? Yeah, you know why? Because it's a web. It's a web. And they're all connected. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. And again, thank you so much for watching.